So let's just get into the real news. The YSL shit, man. Let's get into it.
Where do we get started? It's been a crazy week for them.
Where did it start? I just remember one day they picked up Young Thug and 26 other members.
Yeah, so I seen a video. The first thing I seen was Young Thug house was getting raided. I thought it was just some, I didn't think it was.
That happened after they picked him up, right?
That was like the first thing I seen before anything about no Rico. I just seen Young Thug house is raided. I'm like, oh, okay, this always happens to rappers, like.
Yeah, randomly and shit.
Yeah, like police probably just harassing them. Then I get on Twitter and I seen somebody quote, and it was like a fucking Georgia reporter, and it was like YSL label in Rico charges, and then they added Young Thug and Gunna and like 28 other people. I was like, what?
When I seen Gunna, I was like, damn.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Very, very, very random, wild ass shit, to say the least. Gunna and Thug have been denied bond. That's not good.
I can understand denying Thug bond because you're claiming that he's the kingpin, like you're claiming he's the head honcho. But why would you deny Gunna bond, especially if like the things that they got on him pretty much just repping the game?
I don't know, man.
They like he throwing up gang signs. They like he throwing up gang signs in the video. Like that's what he did wrong.
You see the video of the DA like talking about that shit, bro? She is not.
She seemed like she fuck with Rico. At what point do we have accountability? Like, where does accountability? Hip hop is about all fuck shit except for accountability.
Bro,
hip hop and women. Those are where accountability just is nowhere near the.
We just gotta keep it 100, bro.
Come on.
When we enjoy somebody's music, bro, we don't care what they did, bro.
Bro, literally,
as long as you ain't out here raping people.
Literally, it'd be niggas that be like, if a nigga not really doing what they talking about in they shit, I can't listen to it.
That's stupid, bro. Niggas dumb.
And then when the niggas doing what they talking about in they shit, they get locked up. It's why was they doing that shit?
And
it should be hip hop artists. So what is it?
Now that you say that,
it's a contradiction.
No Cap had posted that on Twitter. He was like, or Instagram. He was like, every time y'all always want to talk about how niggas don't live their lyrics, but then as soon as they do live their lyrics, then it's jokes.
I didn't see that. I swear to God, I did not see that, but I 100% agree, and that's basically what I'm trying to say.
The only thing I will say, though, bro, if you a rapper, bro, you can't let a fan let you crash out, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't let the fans...
I ain't trying to hear that, C.O., because just like 2 episodes ago, we was talking about let a nigga slap us, what we was going to do, so I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I'm just saying, bro, like, Dirk, he not letting niggas get to him. I'm talking about slide for fun.
For sure, and they doing memes. They got
everything he posts
for me.
Everything he posts. Like, come on, man.
I agree.
You gotta be mature, bro.
I agree.
I can't let the fans encourage you into doing some dumb ass shit. Crash dummy shit.
But who encouraged them to doing crash dummy shit?
I mean, that's what No Cap said. He said, then when a nigga actually goes and does it, then y'all want to make jokes. Like,
I'm not saying he encouraged by the fans. They just saying that niggas live in their raps so y'all can listen to it.
Yeah. Let me just say this for the record too. I love rappers who rap what they really live in, but you don't have to do that. It's for me to fuck with your music. Like, I just fuck with good music. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about how you really doing it, I'm gonna fuck with it. It's a lot of niggas who talk about what they doing and they fucking trash. So to me, it's just all about making good music.
I actually prefer you, Cap.
You prefer Cap?
I actually prefer you, Cap, because I know that, especially if you're good, if you're really good at it, and I know you're capping, you're probably never going to get locked up, and you're going to probably be rapping for a long time. Let's look at Drake, for example. And I don't think he was super cap. We heard about the stories about Drake running down on niggas, Drake and Chubbs and the OVO group, just like they was Migos or something. So I don't think they're super cap, but you know how Drake rapping about his lines about shooting niggas and shit, like.
But I mean, it's ways to be expressive without even, you don't even have to talk about that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I know it's tough. I know it's tough, but. Because that's what most people fans
that's
want
the
to
whole
hear.
niche of hip hop.
Yeah, but I mean, Drake did it for a long time without doing it. J. Cole, Kendrick, but I mean, rap has changed.
Well, Kendrick has. I feel like Kendrick has done it, but he just raps from somebody else's perspective.
Yeah.
So he does it in a different way.
Yeah, he has.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna rap about murder, but I'm talking about it from my cousin's perspective,
right,
not mine.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of different.
You're right about that. But I mean, there's a lot of rappers who don't necessarily did that and had a successful career. But I mean, I can understand because in the times we live in now, we are in an era where like everybody just wants to hear about niggas sliding and beef, and it's just so. I mean, I get it, bro. It's really a double-edged sword, a catch-22.
Yeah.
Anything else about this YSL shit though? Free the game, man.
Feds did right by Young Thug, and Feds did right by hip hop. They did right by Young Thug by letting him step up that paper. They did right by hip hop by not letting him ruin another fucking song. So.
Shaking my head, man. Shaking my head.
Let's get into something else. Oh no, I can't even get into that right now. Let's get into something.
Alright, no, just don't even do it.
Let's talk about Gunna and Playboy Cardi getting their song taken off.
Oh yeah. So GTA 5 took YSL by Cardi and Gunna off their GTA radio.
That shit's
fuck,
so
man?
goofy.
What the fuck?
That
man?
is so goofy. The fucking game is about Rico.
The most violent game.
It's about
ever.
doing crimes. The game is about committing crimes. If I was that game, I would put all artists that ever committed crimes and did they shit in there. I'm talking about, I'm putting the Yaks, I'm putting the Young Boys, the Dirks, Shiesties. I'm putting all YSL niggas in there. I'm putting all niggas committing crimes on the game because
they got Frank Ocean on that hoe and shit.
Like, what the fuck, bro? Nobody want to slide into Frank Ocean? Like, what the fuck is going on? GTA taking a political stance. Imagine that.
Yeah, instead of making GTA 6, they worry about the fucking radio station on the old ass game that came out 10 years ago. Come on, man.
On a game where you're supposed to be doing theft. It's literally called Grand Theft Auto. Like,
There's literally
I don't
police
fucking
brutality
get it.
on there.
I don't fucking get it. I bro. I could see, like, a Pokemon game doing some shit. Fortnite. Maybe Fortnite, even though they're shootings too, but Fortnite maybe, but still, like, if it's anything violent, bro, you gotta, be fucking with the
That's
violence.
just like fucking Apple Music. I mean, I'm not a 6ix9ine fan, but that's just like Apple Music not playlisting his music or not playlisting Tory Lanez music over their personal lives. You know?
I feel like it's a little different.
How so?
Because that's a whole streaming service. And, like, the streaming service is just...
It's the radio station on the game.
They're taking a stance. On a game, though. And the thing about it is the game promotes violence and crimes.
Nigga, the playlist,
That's the problem.
Playlist promotes... I'm pretty sure it's violent rap in the hell, too. I'm just saying...
Yeah, but what they're going with is they're subscribing to they should cap. They're subscribing to artists should cap. And not be doing what they're talking about.
I just feel like, bro, if you gonna take somebody out of your game, you should never put them in there in the first place, bro. If you gonna let some allegations,
I don't agree with that.
Push you to take their song off of your playlist or off your radio station, that shit goofy. You should never put them on there in the first place.
I don't agree with that. Hypothetically, if I have somebody on my shit and they do some shit, anything I don't like, I have the right to take them off.
Over allegation.
I think
anything you don't like,
it's
then
stupid
it's
because
biased.
of the game. I think it's stupid because of the game. Like, the game promotes violence and crimes. That's why I think it's stupid. However, if it's any other game, they have the right to do that. Like, come on, bro. Like, if it's my game and an artist comes out and says, fuck Count Christian, well, I'm going to just take the shit off the game. Nobody ever hear your shit on my shit no more, on my platform. Like, what the fuck? I would do the same shit.
But
however,
it's not. But it wouldn't be.
But
it's not. But the thing is, these are companies, bro. These are not people. Like, this is not one person. These are companies, bro. Like, you're not supposed to be biased, bro. You're a company, bro. You have nothing to do with nothing's going on.
It's stupid because of what the game promotes. But if it's any other game, but if it's Fortnite, like, come on. Fortnite did the same thing. Didn't they do the same thing with, like, Toy Lanes or some shit?
I know they took Travis Scott out their game.
Okay, Travis Scott because of the one thing.
That shit was stupid too.
I feel like you have a right if it's your I feel like you have a right if it's your product. However, this product is stupid because they're promoting crimes and they're taking niggas off for doing crimes.
So you can make money off them niggas, and then once something happens that you don't like that might fuck up your brand, now you don't want to make money with the same niggas no more. You want to take them out. Some all that shit.
Yeah.
It's cool to exploit niggas when it's all good. But then once something happens that's bad for your image, now you want to take niggas out. Like, you gotta stand by it.
That's my whole point. I don't think it's even bad for their image. The game is about committing crimes.
Bro, niggas don't care.
The whole game is about committing crimes.
Niggas don't care. Niggas not gonna be like, oh, Gunna and Cardi YSL's on the song. We can't buy this game anymore. Like, it's stupid, bro.
I think it doesn't. I think it's stupid because of the game, not because of what you're going into, like, because they won't want to fuck with them no more.
I think it's stupid.
That's just normal human behavior. You
They
fuck with
don't
somebody,
do
then
that.
you don't fuck
They
with
don't
somebody.
do that to anybody else, bro. They haven't. I haven't heard any other time of them taking somebody off their game.
I haven't heard any other time either, but I mean, besides Travis Scott shit, with a different game.
That's just dumb, bro.
But with this game, it's dumb. Their game is about promoting crimes. It's literally how you beat the game is doing crimes. So when artists are doing crimes, you take them off for that. I think that's stupid. But if it's Fortnite, it's a totally different story.
Another shooting game.
It's a shooting game, but it's nothing about committing crimes. I mean, it's cartoons shooting each other. Fucking Batman and Naruto shooting at each other.
I just feel like, bro, these companies, bro, white folks want to make money off the culture when it's beneficial for them, bro. But then once something happens that blemishes their image, then they wanna take it off. I mean, I could see like
I would do the same thing. I don't think it has.
I just feel like that shit's lame. Like you being a culture vulture, like you trying to make money off our culture when it's beneficial to you, but then when it isn't, oh fuck them. We don't want anything to do with that. Like I don't know. I just look at it differently, bro.
I feel like I would do the same thing if I had Lil Wayne, the greatest artist of all, not the artist, greatest rapper of all time on my shit, and then he comes out later and rapes some girl. I would take him off my shit. Would you not?
That is a super wild. These niggas ain't rape nobody, bro. Like,
That's the hypothetical. That's the hypothetical. You're saying that you can't take nobody off your shit ever. Yeah, that's basically what you're standing up for.
That's not. I'm talking about white companies using our culture to boost whatever they got going, and then when it's not beneficial to them anymore.
Okay, if an artist raped somebody or was accused of that, it's not beneficial to stand by that artist, right?
I don't know anybody that raped somebody and got their shit took off. I'm just talking about
it's a
the situations that happen.
It's literally a hypothetical.
I'm just talking about the situations that happen.
It's literally a hypothetical.
I'm not talking about that, though. I'm talking about like what actually happened, bro. Travis Scott, they got mad because some people died at his show. Oh, we're taking them off the game. But it was all good. It was all good at first when the shit didn't happen. Like I don't know.
So it just depends. It just depends on the situation that happens for you. That's what you're saying. Because when it's rape, it's I don't know about all that. But when niggas die, it's I can make some excuses. It's not beneficial for these niggas no more. So they take it off. Like it's not beneficial in any of these situations. I feel like if I'm the company, I would do the same thing. Like, come on, bro.
I would disagree, bro.
I feel like it's common sense. Like I feel like any company would do this. Now,
the
thing that's stupid is because it's GTA.
If you gonna go off in the future and take off artists, but don't even include hip hop in your shit. That's how I feel like. I'm just talking in general. Like you shouldn't even include because you know hip hop art. It's always gonna be a situation with different artists. If you feel like you don't.
Alright, so if it's an R&B artist, if I put Chris Brown on my shit, and then he goes out and just did the same fucking hypothetical I just said, then that's I can't take him off either.
I'm just saying, don't use hip hop when it's good for you, and then when it's a situation where we don't want our company shown in this light, we don't want this person that's associated with this allegation, we don't want their music on our shit, so fuck them. Like so niggas haven't even been convicted yet.
So if it was a rock and roll artist, it'd be okay.
I mean, I'm black. Hip hop my culture, bro.
I'm asking you, like, they did that for a rock and roll artist.
I don't think they would, bro. I don't think they would. If you ask me.
Let's wrap it up, man. Anything else, bro? Anything else on this one?
I ain't got nothing.
Keed death. You got anything for that? You can speed through that.
Man, R.I.P. Lil Keed, man. Long Live Mexico is a fucking classic. I woke up to that shit the other day. Randomly, like 4 in the morning, I seen a couple people had sent me a post of R.I.P. Lil Keed. I was like, what the fuck? And his brother Lil Gotti had went on Instagram. And
ain't that nigga locked up? How did he get him to the hospital? I thought Lil Gotti got locked up.
He wasn't in that.
I thought Lil Gotti got locked up.
No, Lil Gotti, no. He's not even in YSL. He's just affiliated because his brother. But yeah, man, that shit is sad as hell, bro. Like, I think the cause of death hasn't been confirmed, but I heard a lot of things saying liver failure, kidney failure. So, I don't know. But that shit was random. The timing was, like, super weird because, you know, YSL just got locked up. I feel like he had an open lane to, like, shine, and now he's gone. So, I guess just condolences out to the fam. R.I.P. that boy. Definitely got to spend that long live Mexico this week. Let's get into Kendrick's album. The big Mr. Morale and the
I would like to
Steppers.
know what you think, bro. I would like to know your percentage. I would like to know what you think. I would like to know where do you think this stands in the hip hop albums dropped so far, and
Of this year?
yes, and I would like to know where this puts Kendrick in all of the goats that still drop. But when I mean by goats that still drop, the Coles, the Kanyes, the Drakes, and whatever.
The 2000s, or just overall.
Where does this rank him around them right now? The Futures. The
Overall,
Drakes.
all time, or just like
Right now.
this generation, or the 2000s?
What do you mean? I'm talking about the. What do you mean?
Like, do you mean like all time, like including Jay-Z, Tupac?
No, not
all
including
that?
Jay-Z. I'm including the people that were dropping when they were dropping.
All right, so like 2010-ish.
Yeah,
so
people
now.
who were dropping in that area.
All right, so Kendrick's album. Let me get my phone. Let me tell you my percentage.
Tell me everything. I'm not gonna give a single rebuttal until you're done. I just want to know, cause I just want to know.
All right, so I listened to this album maybe like once all the way through, and then like half of the songs, maybe like 3 or 4 times, or maybe a little bit more than half the songs. I don't know, just a majority of the songs. So overall, I got the whole album is what
18 songs.
18 songs. I got 10 out of 18. What do I think about this album? So
Keep going. You're good.
it's good. Okay. So I liked some songs on here. Just I just like them. I can't say that I enjoyed it. I can't really say I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. Like, I like Section 80. I like Good Kid, Mad City. But like anything after that, I really don't.
Agreed.
I don't really. I listened to it obviously, and it was like it's some songs here and there that like I like, but like I've never just been like, oh, I'm waiting on this new Kendrick, blah blah. But I always thought he was a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? I always thought he was in that top 5 with Cole, Sean. He was always in that range. I just never was really a fan. I always was more of a Drake and J. Cole type of person.
Any 5 people you can think of except for Wale at that time?
Like a 5th.
No, I'm just saying you were talking about the names at the time. I'm saying you can name anybody, just not Wale. At that time.
I don't know. I think I wouldn't say he was a 5, but he was like a 5 at that time. Meek, I guess you could say Meek, but I wouldn't say Meek either. I would probably say Future. I guess Future.
I don't feel like you could ever say Wale was top 5. Hold on, just to put your thing in hold. I don't think you could ever say Wale was top 5 because he was never even top 2 on his own fucking label. He had Ross ahead of him and had Meek ahead of him all the time. How can you be top 5 in the game if you got 2 niggas ahead of you on your own label? But go ahead with the Kendrick shit.
I can't disagree. So if you want me to ask like my overall thoughts on this album, just going through it, I really don't think this was. I think a lot of people on the TL was boosting. I don't think this was worth like waiting 5 years for, but I do think it was some pretty deep songs, some pretty cool like topics that he addressed. I just don't think like a lot of it was kind of like, all right, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of like the Griselda, like the.
All right, bro. 10 out of 18. What do you rate that?
Well, let me finish. I'm not really a fan of like the. I don't know what to call. I guess you could say. I don't want to say conscious rap, but just like the old school sound, like the boom bap. Okay, like the boom bap type of rap. So like.
I like it if it's hard. It's all it gotta be. It just gotta be good.
I that's not what I listen to on a day to day. But
I like Nas. I like Nas.
Yeah, I can't fuck with the boom bap like that.
Yeah.
But
I don't care as long as it's good.
But I did like some songs on here. Now you asked what do I rank him out of? Not rank the album.
Rate the album.
The album out of 10.
1 to 10. That's the next question. Just rate it.
I give it a 5. I had 10 songs on here.
5. Okay.
I get 5.5.
5.5. Wow, so a lot of people calling it a classic on my TL. 5.5 don't sound like a fucking classic. Okay, let me ask you another question. No, don't finish. If you didn't see what the album numbers were projected as, what would you project it as? Like, what would you guess? Just by quality.
We already did. Oh well, by quality.
If you didn't, like we already established it's 350K. But if you didn't know that, if you just heard the album and you took a guess, you took a blind guess, what did you think the number would be?
You don't want to ask me that, because I don't base sales off like the quality of the album.
I don't either.
I just base it
But I
off.
just want to know.
I would still say what I said. What I say, like 300-400K?
Yeah, you said over 300. You said like 400, 500.
I didn't say 5. I didn't say 5.
I believe you
But
you
I
said
would,
you would pretty much be shitting on.
I would
Kanye's
say
numbers.
400. I would say probably 400, just based off of how many people was fucking with it when it first came out.
Okay.
But
Where does this album rank between the hip hop albums already dropped?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. So out of the albums that's already dropped, there's several albums that I like more than this. I like Gunna's album more. I like Future's album more. I like Dirk's album more. Kodak's albums more. I like Big Scar's album more.
Hold on, let me pause you there. Let me pause you there. The definition of the word classic. The definition of the word classic is best of its time, highest regarded of its time, probably 1 or 2, nothing less, of its time. He just named fucking like 5 albums that he thought was better. How is it a fucking classic? Okay.
All right.
Let's continue.
No, I do have
No.
a take. After this album, I do have a take.
No,
So-
let's continue.
So a lot of people say that over the last 10 years, you know, their top 3 or 5 or whatever was always Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. And while I thought that up until now, well, not their top 3, but like the top 3.
Yeah,
like,
I thought that up until 2016.
now that it's 20, now that Kendrick has dropped something else now, and we got a new Future album, I think it's time we put more respect on Future's name. I think Future's top 2. I think Future's top
That
2.
should have been that way since 2016, bro. 2016.
Uh,
Before Damn and KOD.
Now,
Future was
now
over there.
I will agree with you with J. Cole. Ever since 2015, I would say Future was above J. Cole. But
Future been over both. 2016.
Damn,
I like Damn.
I don't even like them, but I just
I
think
like them.
I think that like
I honestly don't see how you can like this new album and not like Damn. Like I really so dumbfounded by that. Honestly, brother. Like I just don't I don't get how anyone could like this and not Damn.
All right, let me finish.
I like to
I'm
pick a butterfly.
I'm past you. Let me finish.
You know
Let
how
me
I
finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm past you.
Go ahead. Yeah, go
So
ahead.
then finally, yeah. So I just think Future and Drake are top 2 now, and I would put J. Cole at 3. I wouldn't.
Wow.
I would say Kendrick's like, he could still be 4 or 5, but
Wow.
I think people need to start putting more respect on Future's name, because ever since he came out around the same time as all them niggas.
Yep.
And ever since then,
He came out before Kendrick actually.
his discography, I think he has a better percentage.
His discography shits on Kendrick, so not even play.
Like, I think it shits on Kendrick and Cole's, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think he only has like 2 or 3 duds, bro. Like,
Nah, stop.
out of like 10. Like, out of
albums or
Yes.
just projects? 'Cause that's the
Evil,
Evil,
The Wizard, and what
Purple
else?
Rain, Wizard,
Nah.
Save Me. What else came out then?
I mean, I wouldn't really count Save Me, because I was like,
so not projects, just albums. Just albums is what we're saying?
well, okay, projects.
Okay, so Save Me has to be in there.
Well, yeah, okay, so 3. For me, 3 for me. He has 3.
Wizard, Purple Rain, Evil.
I'm saying for me,
Save
I don't
Me,
have
yeah,
Purple Rain.
That's the only thing I can think of all the time. Super Slimy, like these things I can think of.
That's not in there.
Alright, stop it.
But
Stop
I'll fuck with the hell. But
the World on Drugs, Kids on whatever this shit's called.
that shit was fire too.
Don't
do that. Don't do that, bro. Juice WRLD hard, bro. Don't disrespect Juice WRLD. Don't disrespect Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD just as hard as Lil Keed.
That's a compliment, nigga. What you mean? Them niggas go hard.
Sure.
I fuck with the young niggas, man.
Sure, if you
I
want
fuck
to
with the
take
young
it,
niggas.
sure it is.
But yeah, just to finalize my thoughts, just my overall thoughts of the album, bro. I thought it was some cool cool concepts on there, but I think bro just needs to update his sound. Like, I was afraid that this was gonna happen. I told you this a couple days before, or I put it on Twitter. I don't think I told you, bro.
I was afraid something was gonna happen and it did happen, but that's not exactly.
I was like, bro, this nigga gotta update. He gotta, like, bro, we're in 2022, bro. Like, that style of music, like, I understand you could get your point across on some fucking Metro Boomin, bro. Like, you gotta get some ATL Jacob. Like, come on, bro. You gotta Zaytoven.
I ain't even
Somebody,
say
bro.
that. I ain't
Somebody.
even
Even Roddy Ricch. Like, he's from the same city as this nigga. He's from the same city as Kendrick. Like, bro, you gotta get call him DJ Mustard.
I knew that's where it was going. I knew it was going. I heard Roddy. I knew that's where
Like,
it was
this
going.
fucking. Like, bro, like, that shit was cool like 10 years ago, bro. Maybe. But it's like, bro, like, I don't hear any hits on this album. Like, you can't, like, bro, nobody wants, like, you can't even dance to half of these songs. Like, if you go to the club, bitches ain't twerking to this.
Is it my
Like,
turn?
this shit scaring the hoes. Well, it's really not, because the hoes like it. But, like, come on, bro.
Like,
Like,
it's Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know, but I mean, overall, I did like some songs, and that's just my final thoughts. We just gotta put more respect on Future, bro. And this shit is not album of the year. Let's just get that straight. And also, this shit is not better than CLB. It's not gonna sell even probably half.
Well,
so we gotta start with the Kendrick Drake shit.
Speaking of albums that it's not better than, I just want to take a brief call.
It's on you now. Do you think?
I just want to take a brief callback to the end of 2020 when we reviewed Whole Lotta Red. And I just want to review over the hatred and spew that I had for that album. Even though on that album I went 5 for 25. 5 for 25. Remember that number. On this Kendrick album, I went 0 for 18. I was hard pressed to find a song that I liked. I was searching high and low for something to add, something to come back to and revisit when I'm smoking, something to come back and revisit when I'm showering, when I'm on a car ride. But there's nothing here. There's nothing of substance here. There's nothing worth revisiting here. There's nothing worth putting my future children or grandchildren onto here. This album is a fucking travesty. This is the worst album I've ever heard in my fucking life. 23 years of living, I've never heard an album worse. And I hate other genres. I fucking hate country music. I'm pretty sure I can make it through a fucking Miley Cyrus album more likely than the next time I listen to this Kendrick album. This shit is horrible. Horrible.
Just curious, what was the worst song you heard on there?
Bro, I don't fucking know. I couldn't add a single song on there. They were all garbage. How the fuck am I gonna tell you that? I couldn't add a single one.
Alright, what
we go back to let's just go back to Whole Lotta Red. Remember all that shit I said about it? I just wanna take it back.
You should. You should feel
I still don't think that album is I don't feel like that album is any better than what I did then. But that album compared to this album is godly. Whole Lotta Red is godly compared to this album. This album fucking sucks. It's garbage. The day before this album came out, I literally tweeted, Kendrick Lamar could drop the worst album of all time, and people are still gonna dick ride it. And that's literally what happened. I hope Kendrick is aware of all these new baby fathers that he has. Because all this dick riding, I don't get it. Like, Drake drops a decent album, just decent, and people call it mid.
Hatred.
They call it it. It's not that. Drake's falling off.
I see niggas.
Then this nigga drops an album that I can't add a single fucking song on, and everybody's calling it a classic.
I seen niggas the other day very disrespectful. Dirk's album has no replay value. Dirk's shit was trash. Like, bro, if you fucking with Dirk,
bro, the definition.
If you can't fuck with Dirk and you think this album is hard, like, bro, I can't take you serious.
This album is the definition of no replay value. And literally, bro,
come on.
No, it's the definition of no replay value. I didn't add a single fucking song. That's the definition. This is no replay value to a T. This is the example of no replay value. I can't even say it aged like milk. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So, when this album dropped, I wasn't planning on listening to it, but I woke up the next morning and I seen a text from you and Demont. See my boy Demont just spazzing, man. This shit is great. This shit right here is what sets Kendrick apart from Drake. This is the shit right here. And I'm thinking, damn, maybe I'm missing out because I like Damn. I like Good Kid, Mad City. I like Overly Dedicated. I like Section 8. So I'm like, man, this is finna be that shit, boy. This is about to be that shit. Let me give it a spin. And then you said, I can't wait to hear Christian's take on this. You said that too. I cannot wait. Then you followed up with a little bit of praise. So I'm thinking, okay, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be.
Whoa. Praise? Don't say that.
Bro, you had praise for that album. After I listened to it, you told me the whole album flew over my head. And guess what? I fucking agree.
I think it did fly over.
It did. It flew over my head. It airplaned over my head. It kite over my head. It ballooned over my head.
I think you are kind of being hard.
What else goes over a head? It rainbowed over my head. It cloud over my head. It fucking what goes over a head? Name everything that goes over a head. That's what it did. That's that album. It went completely over my fucking head. It heavened over my head. Yes, you're fucking right. It's sunset over my head. Like, yes.
Alright, let me ask you this.
This album is trash.
So you didn't like nothing you didn't think
Bro.
nothing he was talking about was like some real shit, at least like
Bro.
some of the topics.
Bro, if you're talking, it's my whole Eminem gripe. Well, it's actually a different gripe with Eminem. But you can be talking about the best shit ever, the most 100% thing. Like, you can be pandering to me. You can say UFC is the greatest sport. You can say Mavericks the greatest basketball team on earth. You can be saying everything I agree with. But if the flow is ass, I'm not fucking with it. If the shit is not some shit that I can replay, I'm not fucking with it. Like, none of this is bangers.
The flow wasn't ass though.
Bro, this shit is garbage. That shit's garbage, bro. That shit's garbage. I don't know.
I think you're being a little harsh, bro. But I respect your opinion, but I don't think it's the best shit I ever heard.
I don't know what I heard.
I like half of it, but
maybe my phone got the wrong album. Maybe my phone received the wrong album. I think that could have happened. Apple Music played the wrong thing for me. I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen, but I think it might have just played the wrong album for me because what y'all people heard and what I heard are two totally different albums.
I think it was decent, bro. I think it was decent.
Dude, I just want to remind everybody.
I don't think it's worth 5 years. But
go back and go listen to whatever I said about Whole Lotta Red. I still added 5 songs on that album. Whole Lotta Red still got 5 songs added out of me, and I still replay those 5. I still replay those 5. There's not a single song on that Kendrick album that I'm gonna replay. Not a single. I don't know what the fuck to I just don't, bro. I don't know, bro. I really don't. It's like when other people give opinions that I disagree with, it's hard for me to take it serious or more, like some of them I can take serious, like, okay, we just disagree. But at this point, anybody who talks about this album in any type of a good light, I'm looking at you as a dick eater. I am. I think you're a dick rider. I really do. Because there's nothing good about this album. There's nothing good to say about this album.
That's not fair, bro. That's not fair, bro. That's not fair, bro. That's not fair, bro.
I kind of see your point, because when people call things, I always say, this is a famous Count Christian quote. It's only dick riding if you disagree. I say that all the time. Because if somebody says something and you agree with it, you're not going to call it dick riding. But if you disagree with it, you're going to call it dick riding. Just because you disagree. So I always say that. However, on this one thing, I just cannot see the other side. And I play devil's advocate almost 100% of the time. Maybe like 99% of the time I play devil's advocate. But this is the one time I can't. I really cannot see it. I cannot see the other side. I'm blind when it comes to the other side. This shit is garbage.
I don't think that's fair, bro.
Tell me how so.
If you think it's garbage, that's
Tell me
cool.
how so.
That's cool, because there's some songs on there that I think are garbage, but just like
there's nothing there.
Just overall saying that, like, you can't act like
bro. To Pimp a Butterfly had stuff, and you know how I felt about that album.
You're trolling.
No, I'm not. I would rather listen to We Gon' Be Alright. We Gon' Be Alright. I'd rather listen to that shit on loop than ever listen to another song.
That sounds better than any song on here. I will say that. But I don't know. It's just my opinion. Like, all right, let me just looking at the track list. Like, I'll just tell you the songs, why I like the songs I like, and then you can talk. I mean, if you probably don't remember. But I'll just to give you some insight on what I like about his album.
Go for it, bro.
So the Father Time, I like that song because he was just talking about his strained relationship with his dad.
It's 4 o'clock.
I kind of, what the fuck was that?
That was my computer letting us know what time it is.
The Father Time record, I just like that because, you know, he was talking about his relationship with his father, like his feelings about his relationship. I kind of related to that a little bit, so I like the record.
And like I said earlier, just because I relate does not mean shit's fire.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. If I can relate to some shit, I kind of fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the We Cry Together. I thought that shit was trash. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people in there talking about that song. I thought that was trash. I like the Silent Hill song with Kodak because I think that was one of the only songs on there that actually sounds like some
Kodak carried, still couldn't add it.
Definitely. I think that was one of the only songs that's actually sounded like up to date.
And when you're getting carried by Kodak Black in 2022, fucking retire. Fucking retire.
But yeah, the Silent Hill, the Father Time, and I like the Auntie Diary song. I thought that was a really cool story. I just like this, like, I like his substance. I don't think we have a lot of that, like, in hip hop nowadays. Like, a lot of shit is just.
Is that everything to you niggas? Because let me ask you that. That seems like that's the only thing people can provide for me when it comes to this artist, Kendrick Lamar, is just the substance, the content matter. Is that everything for y'all? Because if the flow is not that hitting, if the beat's not that hitting, is that everything?
I mean, it's just different type. It's just a different type of rap. You know, it's that boom bap shit. You know, I'm not really a fan of it.
Is that what sets him apart from Drake?
I would say substance. Yeah, I would say substance does set him apart. But there's artists that have stuff like Lil Baby has substance, Young Boy has substance, Dirks has substance.
I feel like Drake's substance is better. We're talking about all of this shit. I like to hear about his relationships with his parents, his relationships with his friends, his relationships with women.
You say you're a lesbian, me too?
Okay, bro. I feel like that's just a cheap shot. I feel like that's a cheap shot.
I'm just saying. And Drake got substance too. But I just like Kendrick because I like the songs that I did like. I feel like it was just something that like, I don't know, like.
And actually, I fucking relate to that. I fucking love women. Yes, you say you're a lesbian, me too. Fuck. Shit, I love women too. Who doesn't love women? Like, what are we talking about here?
I'm just saying.
Niggas like the shit on this song. I don't get it. Who doesn't love women?
The song is fire.
Just say you don't love women.
The song is fire, but.
Are y'all not lesbians? Y'all don't like women?
But like Drake, like.
I relate to that more than anything else on this fucking album.
I'm just saying, Kendrick, like, he does come with some substance, bro, and every now and then it is refreshing to hear some substance in rap, because a lot of shit
it's refreshing when it's fire, like, Damn had substance that was fire, that I could revisit, some shit that I could tee up to, like the song.
But, like...
Speaking of substance, speaking of Kendrick's substance, let me give you an example of what I liked about Kendrick's substance that I didn't hear here at all. Do you remember the song on Damn where he rapped about trying to buy some weed in the projects and getting blammed on?
No, I don't remember much from that album.
Well, there was a song on there where he was rapping about just going to the projects trying to buy some weed and getting blammed on. If you ever like had your first experiences going to apartments buying weed, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like you're very nervous of what can go down in your first experiences. Not now, that you're probably used to it. Now you're probably expert at buying weed now. Wink, wink.
Who buys weed?
Yeah, wink, wink.
What the fuck?
Wink, wink.
Who
I'm
the
talking
fuck
to the
are you
audience.
talking
Talking to the audience.
Okay.
But
Got you.
but back then when you first start buying weed, you're pretty scared and shit. So I can relate to that type of content matter. But there's like even just relating is not gonna make me like your shit, bro. You gotta be fired. You gotta be good. And this shit was bad.
Nah, you did say something to tee up to. I've never heard a Kendrick song that. I've never listened to Kendrick song music.
Let a nigga slap my mama, slap my sister, slap something.
Whoa, hold on.
I've never throw the burner in his face.
I've never listened to Kendrick and thought, I know he's gonna tee me up. Like, this nigga's not Future.
Slap a nigga, then throw the burner in his lap. Have you heard that song?
Huh?
I slap a nigga, then throw the burner in his lap. I do a nigga, then throw the burner in his... It's a Kendrick song like that.
What song is that?
It's on Damn. But that shit's fire.
I never listen to Kendrick and think like, oh yeah, this nigga finna tee me up. I listen to Kendrick and think, okay, I'm finna hear some good lyrics. So that's all I was really expecting. Like, I was just expecting to hear some good stories, some good, I wasn't expecting like what I would expect from Amigos or a Future album or a Dirk album. I just didn't go in expecting that at all. I was hoping that maybe he would come with a better sound.
I just went in expecting something good.
I didn't.
That's it.
I didn't expect to be like turn up or anything like that.
My brother. All I expected was something decent or good. That's all I expected.
There's some good records on there, bro.
No, it's not.
It was, bro.
No, it's not.
But I mean,
J. Cole shit. Remember I said about J. Cole shit? J. Cole shit is shitting on that album. All the albums. Remember what I said about Pooh Shiesty shit? Pooh Shiesty said is shitting on that album. I don't. This album made me rethink all my previous takes. Like on previous albums that I shat on, I just thought.
Yeah, you owe Playboy Cardi an apology.
I thought all the times I shat on these people's shit, the energy I gave them is not even half of what this new album deserves. This shit is garbage. And if anybody waited 5 years for this shit, I apologize for you. I apologize to you, because
I think it's just interesting to see like people's takes when I was watching people's takes on the album. Like all the shit that they shit on, and they was just praising this. Like
I don't get it.
That's just crazy.
Because like Donda is better than this.
It's like I like some songs. I like some songs on there, but it's like y'all niggas acting like it's the best shit y'all ever heard.
You didn't like some songs, nigga. You liked a lot of songs. You have 10 songs out of 18. You liked a lot of songs. I have 0 out of 18. Zero.
But I feel like liking half the album isn't really like a flex. Like that's not really a flex. Cause to me, if I like most of the album, that's something that speaks volumes. But like I seen a lot.
I agree with you.
And even the songs that I like I'm not saying they're the best songs I ever heard in the world, but they were cool. Like I added them. They were cool songs. I would go listen to them again. But like the text that I was seeing people say
You're
was like
warrior,
ridiculous, bro.
You have the tolerance of an angel, brother. You have the tolerance of a warrior, an angel, a god. I don't know how else to praise you, my brother. Because if you thought anything about this was amusing, bro, you have peak tolerance. I don't have the tolerance for this.
What's up with it, man?
Bro,
What's up, man?
Bro, this shit's ass.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
Bro, it was. It literally was.
You can say it was bad, but
it's
it wasn't
the worst
bad.
album I ever heard. Remember that rating that they gave? Did you see the Pitchfork rating that they gave Jack Harlow album?
Yeah.
Like 2.7. I think this album would be thankful to get a 2.7.
It's not gonna get that out.
If I rated this shit,
I bet Pitchfork gonna get that boy.
8.9, 9.4, 9.4. I bet you it gets 9.4. And this shit's bad. This shit's garbage.
Yeah.
I've never heard an album worse. I can't think of an album that I've heard that was worse.
Any final thoughts?
My final thought is, before I heard this album, the worst album of all time, in my opinion, was Whole Lotta Red. But now that I've heard this album, this is the worst album I've ever heard. Keep in mind, I've added 5 songs on Whole Lotta Red.
There's no way you thought this was worse than To Pimp a Butterfly, bro. There's no way.
I just told
you.
you.
Or Untitled. There's no way, bro.
I have songs on To Pimp a Butterfly. I have songs on Untitled.
That's crazy.
I have Untitled 2 and 7.
That's
literally
crazy.
2 and 7. That I can tell you.
Them hoes
Untitled 2
that's
and
what
7.
I would say. This and even Yeezus, bro. That's what I would say.
I have
everything you're saying.
I have song Untitled 2 and 7. I have All Right on To Pimp a Butterfly, and I have something on Yeezus. I don't know exactly. Black Skinhead or some shit. I don't know. I have something on Yeezus. I have nothing on that album.
For the record, though, I would say Yeezus is the worst album I've ever heard of all time.
For the record, I would say, fuck no. I would say I probably added 10 songs on Yeezus.
Yeah, Yeezus is fucking. That's hot garbage right there.
Yeezus has more replay value than that shit that Kendrick just dropped.
I wouldn't say that.
I would die on that hill.
Say that.
I would die on that hill. Cause I didn't hate Yeezus as much as everybody else did. I vividly remember not saying that it was good, but I just remember like it's not as bad as people making it seem. But this
that shit sounds like hot trash in musical form.
This is the worst album I've ever heard.
I don't have any final thoughts though.
Fire cover album though. Fire cover cover picture. I like the family thing.
With the family and
that's
pistol.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Fire cover art. Fire cover art, but album's ass.
And will we have any last topics? Or is that all?
Let's get these albums. We just go over these album numbers really fast and then we can log off. Hold on, there's a video I'm gonna play. Hold on. Okay,
No, Jack Harlow did 110 first week. Future Hendrix 117 second week.
Oh yeah, you're getting into it. Okay. So yeah, Jack Harlow did 110 first week. Bad Bunny did 273.
273.
Kendrick Lamar on pace through 350. What'd you say about Future?
Future did 117 second week.
And Ella Mob, this is the first time somebody's done 20K. I'm not gonna tell him to retire. I want to get into this really fast. I want to get into this really fast. And I'm perfectly good with keeping the same energy. However, this album was really good.
Fucking retire. I'm taking that page out of your book. 20K, bro. Fucking retire, please. Booed Up was 20 years ago. We don't want to hear that shit anymore. What else you be saying? Fucking retire, bro. Please. Please retire. 20K? 20K! Please go be a model. Please go
I have a cop out.
Please go be a model.
Bro, I have a cop out, bro. I have a cop out. I've come to my own new conclusions. Maybe people just aren't listening to R&B like that anymore.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I really think so,
Chris
bro.
Brown ain't doing no fucking 20K.
No. Listen.
Chris Brown ain't never doing no 20K.
Chris Brown, I don't think Indigo did 100K, bro.
How much you want to bet?
I think they're like 80 or 70.
How much do you want to bet?
I'll bet a blunt, bro. You're almost off your shit.
I don't know, Smoke. What are you talking about?
You're almost off your shit.
What are you talking about? Nothing. What are you talking about?
We'll take a mental note of what I just said, then. But come on, man.
Maybe in 10 years, we can.
Look, bro. Look. Here's my cop out. I don't
Let's hear
remember
this
the
shit.
last R&B album that did great. What did Summer Walker just do?
Nigga, she did 100K. So don't play with my baby.
That seems like the ceiling for these artists because I don't remember anybody.
Fuck out of here. Kehlani did 20.
Yeah,
Kehlani did 20. Bryson
Kehlani
Tiller,
did.
all y'all niggas fucking retire. From the words of my boy Count Christian.
I did not say
Please
that.
retire.
I didn't say that for these.
Like how he does these rappers.
I said that for Kehlani because look, in Kehlani album I added songs, but I was like I'm not gonna cap for this album. I can't say anything for this album. Can't cape for it. This album, LA Mon Drop, is really good. It's good. I don't know what to say. It has replay value. It's good. I can't even blame her label because I want to blame the label and be like maybe they didn't push it right. But she did do a good press tour, or a decent enough press tour. I don't know. I feel like people just aren't listening.
Well, don't pull the R&B shit because Summer Walker just did 100K. Chris
Yeah,
Brown ain't never gonna ever do less than
come on,
100.
bro. 100K is the bar in hip hop.
I'm just saying.
Like-
We got R&B artists doing 100K. You can't pull that card. Can't pull that
If that's
card.
the ceiling, then 200K is pretty good.
20K.
If the ceiling is 100K, 20K is pretty good. 20K is pretty bad because there's artists doing like Kendrick gonna do 350. That's why 20K is bad. However, when the ceiling is 100, 20K is looking pretty good.
You looking like Batman right now.
Now,
Escapes, man.
now, like I said, the work is like I would love to come in here and tell her to retire. I fucking would. It would be consistent with my agenda.
Tell her.
It would be consistent with my narrative and my agenda. But I can't because it doesn't seem right. The music's good. She did a good press tour. I don't know what to say. I'm really dumbfounded. Usually when an album does 20K, I can be like maybe they didn't get enough press, or I can be like it's trash, or it's just not as good. But this is good. It's a really good album. I said it was a good album before we talked about the numbers. What am I supposed to do?
Are you signing her label?
Let me ask you a question, Young. How would it look for me as a personality, a media personality that's trying to blow up one day, if 1 week I come in here and say, I like this, let's see what the first week numbers do. And then the first week numbers come back around, it does 20, and I'm like, fuck retire, get out of here, this is trash. But I just said the week before that it was good. There's never been an album where I said it's good, and then the numbers come back, and then I go, whoa, I switch up on the whole thing. Like, it's never happened. That's never happened. I've always just took it at face value. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I want to. As much as I want to, because I think 20K is trash, especially in hip-hop, I want to, but I don't know. I really don't know.
You judge a lot of rappers for not having fans.
Okay, let me tell you
For
this.
not having enough.
Let me tell you this. When the bars are different, it's different. Like the bar in hip-hop the bar is 100K, but the ceiling isn't. When the ceilings are different, because you're telling me that the last highest artist was 100K for R&B? That was the highest that we could think of? If that's the ceiling, 20K is not that bad. But when the ceiling is 350, which is not, because Drake just did 600,
Bro.
so which is not. But when niggas
the
are doing,
ceiling and rap
when
is the same too. Ceiling
no, it's
and rap
not.
is the same too,
No,
bro.
it's not.
There's only like 5 rappers that's doing over 200 or over 100 or over the highest of R&B artists. There's Drake, Kendrick, Kanye, J. Cole, and Travis, bro. Who else, bro?
Lil Baby.
Future.
Lil Baby.
Last time Baby did won something.
He just did 170 with Dirk, but on his own he did 191. Lil Uzi. I don't know if you said Travis already, but Travis. I don't know if you consider Post Malone hip hop, but he's asked me, but he does big numbers.
I wouldn't say that's hip hop. That's like pop.
I don't know. Some people call it hip hop, but I mean he's asked me.
Really,
so
Drake's pop, if you ask me.
Well, they're all pop. Hip hop is the most popular genre, so by definition of pop means popular. They're all pop.
I don't know, bro. I think you need to keep the same energy with her, bro.
I would love to.
I think you need to tell her to retire.
I would love to. I honestly would. I would love to. But if the music,
because I mean Drake does R&B. Future, hey, maybe not Future, but Drake does R&B. So
Drake is not a solo R&B.
Hey, don't keep.
Whenever we
the same
talk about
energy,
Drake, whenever Drake is brought up or talked about, he's in the contemporary hip hop list every time. He's in hip hop, bro. It's like, come on,
bro. This man did a whole A-side, B-side R&B rap.
I really want to know, bro. Look it up for me, or I'll look it up. I want to know what Indigo did last, because there's just no way they did one.
Bro, what? Chris Brown is don't ever, bro. Chris Brown ain't no little nigga, bro. You know he doing at least 100. You know he doing 100 first week. And next time he drop, you know he doing 100. That's fucking Chris Brown, right, man?
And guess what? Guess what he did?
He had to did 100.
He did 100, but guess what he did?
120.
He did 108, Sion.
100, nigga, exactly.
Sion, it's not as north as you think. if 108, you're talking about Chris Brown being the god, which I believe. I subscribe to this. He is a god R&B artist. If we're talking about somebody that's a god R&B artist, and his last outing was 108, that's what it looks like the ceiling is for R&B artists.
I guarantee next time he drop, he doing higher than that. And Summer Walker just did 100, if not more than that.
I think she did like
110 or some shit like that.
Or 110. Like if 108 and 110 is the ceiling, bro, 20K is not terrible.
Man, just
ceiling and bar
retire, bro. Stop being nice, bro. Just tell her to retire.
Come on.
I ain't gonna say retire because I don't tell niggas to retire when they sell low.
I do tell people to retire when they sell low, but that's usually
fuck if you sell low.
That usually comes with a second reason. See, young, I always back it up with the albums either garbage, they didn't do enough on the press, or they weren't reaching enough artists. I think this is the time where I can just say, I'm not artists. They weren't reaching enough eyeballs. I think this is the time where I can just say, she probably just not reaching enough eyeballs.
Bro, she probably got more followers than Pooh Shiesty. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Please stop it, bro. That people not listening to R&B, that shit is cap, bro. That's what it's
looking like
R&B,
when the ceiling, the guy that we just called a god just did 108. His highest is 108. His most recent highest is 108.
Bro, people don't like him because he beat Rihanna, bro. That's not fair,
bro.
That's not fair.
Just before I reviewed it for you, it was a whole different story. Now you switching it up. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. All I'm trying to tell you is the ceilings are different.
All I'm saying is Emily, whatever fuck her name is, she has a perfect opportunity, just like everybody else, to promote her shit. If she does 20K, that's her fault, nigga. So don't try to come up in here and be like, oh, people don't listen to R&B. That shit cap. You need to do better. You need to market your album better, okay? You did 20K, that shit is trash.
I can't tell her where she should have marketed better though, because she did everything else everybody else does. The Breakfast Club interviews, the Hot 97 shit.
This bitch sold it. Okay, Big Scar.
Here's my
fucking Breakfast Club interview.
Here's my takeaway. R&B is not gonna do successful unless you have that single. And if you're searching for the single on your album, you can fuck around and just drop the whole album before finding the single. Like, when was the last time anybody has done a good R&B album without a fire single, or without a single that was already popping before the album?
These goalposts stay moving.
I just wanna know who.
I don't know
who. This is a valid thing that I'm noting.
Summer Walker probably. I know she dropped some singles.
Didn't she have a single? Did she have a radio single? I'm not saying it had to be the most popular thing, but didn't she have a single on the radio?
Had a single. She had a.
Did she have a song that was on the radio before?
She said, "Yeah, was the one that's your ex for a reason." Whatever, that song was on the radio.
Okay, so when it's coming to artists like Kehlani, which I think Kehlani's album I can't cap for. I told her to retire. I did. I said retire. When it comes to Kehlani and when it comes to a Lucky Day, his shit was ass too. I think his is different. His sales is different because his shit was ass. I only had 2 songs. But when it comes to these artists, if you don't have a single that's already on the radio, I don't think it's going to do successfully, honestly. That's my takeaway right now. I'm not 100% of that. That's my
Keep the
inference.
same energy with rappers, please, bro. Because these rappers...
If a rapper does this same exact thing, if a rapper has a good album...
If a rapper has
a good album...
And then singles on the radio, you got to have the same
No. Fuck the single part. Fuck that point. If a rapper has a good album and he did a decent job in promoting...
Bro, you told No Cap to retire. This nigga just dropped a fucking masterpiece.
Listen.
What are you talking about?
Listen.
Respect No Cap.
If the album's fire... and you do a decent, I'm not even saying good job, you just do a decent job promoting. You go to a Breakfast Club, you do the bare minimum that everybody else does. And then the album's fire, and then it comes out and does this, yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Final question before we go. What interview do you think means more now to the culture to help boost your album? Do you think Off the Record or Breakfast Club? Which one do you think would help artists more with...
Okay, so are we talking hypothetically? Because I don't think we have anything to back up our claim for Off the Record, honestly.
Just in your opinion, which one do you think would be a better look for artists, going Off the Record or going to
Breakfast Club?
Breakfast Club.
Easily, bro. And I fuck with Off the Record more. I like Off the Record as a podcast more. I think it's way better. But
I feel like Off the Record's the culture, though. I feel like Breakfast Club is kind of fickle. Yeah. I agree.
In terms of boosting for the sales, you know, just getting it to a larger audience and whatever.
All right.
I'm gonna go Breakfast Club, bro. I really am.
Yeah, but I mean, them views ain't really. They can't be as much. I don't know off the records views.
If I was your manager and you were dropping the album and you told me you could only go to one of those, I would tell you go to Breakfast Club, bro. I would. That's my honest.
But the thing is, you could be a rapper and you can go to Breakfast Club, and most of the people who were watching that, how they might, well, not most, but like there's a percentage of that
everybody's
audience.
been off the record. Like nobody's shit's been up extremely. Like remember Lotto went on and then
Bro, she has a fucking #1 top 10 single right now.
Shit, a top 10 single, and that's crazy that somebody could have a top 10 single and the album do 20 to 30K. That is crazy.
That's not as low as you think in sales, bro. It's probably still like millions of streams.
No. That's low. But all that telling me is that they're only listening to that one song. That's all I'm thinking. They only listen to the song that's streaming. That's why I did 20K, because the shit that charted. That's what I'm thinking when I hear that. I don't know what you're thinking when you hear that.
What I'm thinking is Mariah Carey hopped on that bitch. So that's another thing.
Well, you damn right. That's another thing. You damn right. Well, that's why it charted, because Mariah Carey hopped on it. But I feel like the reason why it did 20K was that song. That song is all the 20K. If take that song off of there, it probably does 5.
Hey man, respect Big Lock.
I don't know how much of a look off the record gets. But shout out to Academics. Academics is a legend in the game. An actual legend. That nigga don't have to die first for me to call him a legend. He's a legend in the game. Respect to that man.
For surely.
My generation, Charlemagne.
For sure.
Well, technically not my generation, but the generation above mine, Charlemagne. There we go.
Well, yeah.
I say generation.
Charlemagne is like our generation, kind of.
No, Charlemagne's.
Or kind of before, but
he's way before us. But we grew up on him.
Right.
But when I say my generation, I'm thinking about people my age. Like when I say my generation, I'm thinking about like Polo G.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in our generation don't even fuck with bro. So that's really like the younger generation, Charlemagne.
Yeah. For sure. Well, that's all I got for this episode. If you listen to that bullshit Kendrick Lamar album, I'm gonna pray for you. That's all I got.
It's your boy C Youngin.
Oh, we got any things you wanna promote?
Y'all can just go keep fucking with our channel. We dropped episode 18 last week. Fuck with my YSL Indicted review, so y'all can see exactly what the fuck what's going on and what the police are trying to charge them with.
The video's doing well too.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter at 2twos. Yeah, that's all I got.
I don't got nothing
on
much.
Instagram too.
I ain't got nothing much coming. Still looking for a podcast studio. So when I get that, you guys tune in. Get your podcast in there.
Right.
Get your own shit in there. If you just want to do YouTube videos, do your YouTube videos in there. Do whatever you got going on. Hit me up for that. Still making playlists, so you can go check those out on any of my social media accounts. Follow us both on social media. I'm Count Christian anywhere with 2 N's.
I'm C Youngin with 2 O's anywhere. Also, he mentioned playlists. I got my 90s to 2014 rap playlist and my 2015
what type of shit?
Yeah, I had to split it up. So I got the 90s to
2014,
and then 2015 to now, and then I have the new music playlist, and then I got the R&B one. So
how the fuck did you switch? How the fuck did you order that? Why did you end in 2014?
So at first it was all rap. It was like all rap from 90s to now, or to 90 to 2021, and then new music had its own, but that was too many songs, so I just split it by the eras, pretty much.
Interesting. I want to do a playlist like that. I want to just do all 90s and then 2000s and 2010s.
Yeah, it's not that many 90s songs in there. It's mostly like 2000 stuff in the first one, but I wanted to split it up because I feel like from 2015, like music has just been totally different or really 2014, but so I had to split them up. But yeah, y'all go check that shit out on Apple Music.
Other than that, that's all the updates I got. All the shout outs I got for y'all. Just a couple updates coming soon. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, it might get cut, might not. But we're trying to move forward. We're doing something new on this podcast. We want to talk about more than just hip hop. Fuck. Well, shit. We can keep talking since I got it on the video. Yeah, we're trying to do more than just hip hop. We're trying to get a podcast studio so we can be more official. Get some our friends up in here. So if you're watching and you want to be on the show, let us know. We can add you to the list. We'll get you in there.
Yeah, for sure. I got a couple homies that's trying to come, so I ain't forgot y'all. We trying to get in this studio first.
And then my boy C Young got a whole bunch of things that he's doing. Like I said, the new Indictment video that he just did. And I got a couple more videos coming that I'm going to do on my own solo, probably about UFC and shit. So just be looking around the channel. Channel's going to have a new name going forward. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but we're still brainstorming it. Yeah.
You about to be on our no jumper shit, man.
Our no jumper shit. We got a lot of new things coming. So
right on.
Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got. Just wanted to, let the people know that a lot of changes are going to come soon.
Facts on that. Well, it's your boy C Youngin.
Count Chrissy. It's 2 of 2. We're going to always be 2 of 2. We're not going to change the podcast name, but yeah. Peace.
Peace.